It looks like Sami Zayn is Gunther's next opponent for that World Heavyweight Championship. But do we really believe in Sami Zayn as a real contender for that world title? This is Wrestling with the Homies, and today we are talking Monday Night Raw. It's Tuesday morning, and I'm tired as hell, dog. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm tired. I got boogers in my eyes. I probably got eye bags. We was outside last night, man. We was outside. And we are matching. Why are we matching jackets right now, bro? We look like a boy band. It's pretty Ricky out here, dog.
Dog, what's crazy is I just gave that jacket away to somebody. Like I literally just gave it. I had it, and I just was like, I'm not gonna wear this no more.
Look, you could have had it on too, bro. We could have been the Three Musketeers. You feel me?
That's way too cute for me, John. I try to stay away from that type of cuteness.
All right, we just pop up with matching jackets. The Urban Outfitters Alpha Bomber jacket, you know what I'm saying, with the orange on the inside. But y'all know who I beat. Still say emoji. It's your boy Qwan, the design. And if you don't say the Don, you ain't saying it right. And I got my boy with me, my man, my BFF, J. Cooley.
The coolest. I'm
the
tired,
coolest.
boss.
The coolest.
Boss.
And if y'all hear a voice, don't be worried. Don't be alarmed. It is not Bruce Almighty. It is not God himself. It's our boy E Almighty. He the producer on the show, and sometimes he chimes in. You feel me?
Hey.
Yes, sir.
That man said, hey. Come on. So Cooley, what's good, man? Did you enjoy that Raw? We watched that shit late as hell, bro. We was outside.
We was really outside, man. Raw was all right. It was cool. I ain't mad at it. I know they waiting for next week because of the season premiere, but I'm not mad at it at all. The main event was pretty long, but we'll get to that later.
Right.
It was cool.
What is a season premiere of a wrestling show? That don't make sense to me, and it never did, because the wrestling don't stop. It's not like wrestling got an off season where 2 months they just show reruns and then boom, we back. Wrestling goes the entire year. So how do we have a season premiere of something that don't stop? It makes no sense to me.
It makes no sense. They're just trying to sound smart, or like, bro,
right?
We don't care.
They just doing something to get people to tune in. Like, oh, it's the season premiere. Oh, yeah, you know what else is next week? Monday Night Football. That's why we doing the season premiere. Y'all ain't fooling me. Y'all ain't fooling me.
Football really here again.
We here, bro. I got my fantasy team and all.
Ended. Yeah,
y'all doing fantasy this year?
I'm not doing
bro, my team is oh yeah, Cooley, I had Cooley in the fantasy chat. He got out of there. Yeah, I said, yo, anybody who's not playing, y'all can leave the chat right now. Won't be no hard feelings. First thing I saw was Jay Cooley left the chat.
Bro, I take too many L's. I couldn't take no more, bro.
Couldn't do it.
Right.
I couldn't do it, bro.
Couldn't do it.
I'm doing Pick'em. In the league. Yeah, where you pick the games and da-da-da-da-da. But no, I had to let the fantasy go too. It was too much. And I got my friends cheat, so you have to really be involved, like you do, like because I got a friend who would do he wouldn't do his matchup till he wouldn't set his roster till 5 minutes before the game.
Okay, I see what he's doing. Hey, smart. That's smart as hell.
And that's just the beginning. Like he doing all type of stuff. Like he'll pick up people so you can't pick up. Right? He'll keep he would keep his waiver wire going. So you never know who's available. It was a lot. Now
that's
he did win three years in a row.
I wonder why. This man gatekeeping free agents. Come on, man.
I don't have the time. I don't have the time to keep up that type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But I'm in a money league. I think we all got 50 down or something like that. So whoever wins, they're gonna pocket a lot of money because it's about 11, 12 people in that league. So we'll see. If I come on this podcast one day flexing with an iced out watch or something, just know I won that fantasy league. You feel me?
Jeez, I couldn't do it.
Cooley, what was we on last night? What was we doing last night? We was running the streets.
We was outside, man. It was our boy Sylvan, his solo return, his birthday.
Yes, sir.
We had to turn up for the boy. We were bowling, I was low-key trash, man. I don't know what's going on.
I need to bowl more. Ass. I hate bowling. I never realized how much I hate because it's such a stupid game. You pick up a heavy-ass ball and just roll it down the lane until it hits some white pins. What is this? Who created bowling?
I think I need my own ball, man. That's what it is. I need to get me a size 10, large, colored, purple. Wow, pause.
Yo, and the music at that bowling alley was trash. We get there and they playing la da dee la da da I'm like, bro, what is this? Turn on some K-Dot or something. I'm trying to hear Not Like Us.
They play K-Dot in the bar.
I'm sure it was a hit, but it ain't a hit right now, though. Like,
we had a homie there. Our homie Gary had on headphones.
Bro, the homie put on headphones, tucked his shirt in, and then started just hitting strikes out of nowhere. I'm like, yo, what in the name of the Lord are you doing?
Yeah, y'all should have filmed that. That's weird.
Oh, we did. I got footage.
Yeah,
but yeah, shout out to Sylvan, man. It was Sylvan's birthday, and Sylvan claims he wants to come back to the podcast. Every time I see him, he telling me like, "Yo, I miss you. I miss doing it. Like I can't." But y'all gotta understand, man. Our boy Sylvan, he had some very life-changing news earlier this year. My boy got cancer, like a rare form of lung cancer, and that's a lot to deal with. He out here dressing like Boys to Men right now, wearing turtlenecks with chains. He's trying to figure some things out. So look, the door is always open for the homie to come back, but he got to take care of that before he gets to anything, because cancer is some real shit. That's like some real shit. So
yeah, for real, man.
Shout out to the boy. Shout out to the boy, and make sure y'all keep him in y'all prayers, man. Happy birthday, Sylvan. Go to his Instagram and wish him a happy birthday. You feel me? Yeah, feel me? But yeah, they got me tired, bro. Cooley was trying to watch Raw in the bowling alley. I looked over. This man Cooley is watching Raw on his phone. I said, "What are you doing?"
I had to catch up, man. I was on the Rhea segment. I had to catch up, man. I was losing, so I was like, I might as well, tune into something else.
Right. I got home at like 12:30, 1 a.m., midnight. I'm like, I got to watch this 3-hour show at 1 a.m. Like, how are we going to do this? But I got through it, bro. I got through it. I got my Talks from Raw segment together and everything. And it should be a good one. We'll see.
Yeah, man. This is our job, man. This is work. We got to get to it, man.
This is what we wanted to do, bro. We signed up for this. So now, we in it. We in the trenches. But
yeah, Cooley on here acting like he didn't volunteer to do a podcast. Like y'all was already doing a podcast when I met you, bro. Don't be acting like I'm making you do this.
We're in a 360 deal, man. So we got to do it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and I have fun doing it, by the way. Like, I have fun when we get on these cameras. So, like, I love doing this for y'all, but we tired, dog. We tired. So make sure y'all like this video and subscribe and keep interacting with us. If y'all want more product from us, more quality content for y'all, because we tired as hell, dog. We can't just be doing this for nothing. Y'all got to interact with us. Know what I'm saying? Cooley, it was a lot of wrestling this past weekend, bro. Did you pay attention to any of it besides, the obvious, the bash?
NXT No Mercy was cool. That was yesterday.
Beautiful. It was beautiful.
They always put on dope PLEs, man. It just don't get the attention that it deserves.
Okay, so let's talk about that real quick. Before we get into Raw, let's talk about that. Why don't you think people pay attention to NXT like that? Because when we see the ratings, it's obvious that only a small portion of wrestling fans pay attention to NXT. And I'm only bringing this up because our homie Obi-Wan, the boy Eric, he be in our comments, and he says that he wants us to cover NXT a little more. And I feel him because NXT is ill, but it seems like a lot of people ain't watching NXT. Why is that?
I think, first of all, it's a developmental, program.
Bingo.
So it's like
bingo.
People don't want to watch, the rookies. Like, nobody want to watch training camp. They want to watch the game.
Right.
That's pretty much what it is, and they don't really care until they get on that main roster.
Like, but, Summer League might be cool. Huh? You said Drew League. Nah,
the G League.
It really is, though. It's like Summer League might be cool if Bronny is playing, or one of the rookies that was drafted number 1 that we all wanted to see. During their games, we might watch. We might watch Luka Doncic in the Summer League, but if Luka not playing, it's like, do I really got to tune into this? Because it just seems inconsequential, you feel me? Because wrestlers in AEW, bro, we know a lot of the wrestlers, they might be trying to get to WWE, but for the most part, people in AEW, they trying to get to the top of AEW. When we watch people on SmackDown and Raw, we know that they grinding to get to the top of SmackDown and Raw so they can be world champion. But when we watch NXT, we see these young dudes, and we all know that they're just trying to get off that show. They grinding hard to win so they can get off of NXT and onto a show that actually matters. So it seems like the results in NXT just aren't consequential. It don't matter if you're a world champion over there, or if you like someone who loses every match. Once you get to the main roster, it's a reset anyway. So it's kind of hard to watch that and truly invest without being like, does this matter? Does it matter if Javon Evans loses this match? Like, not really.
Nah. But also, it's kind of beautiful actually tuning into NXT because we see these young stars develop, and then we get to see them, blossom when they hit the main roster, like Dragunov, Mello, all these guys. So that's also a beautiful thing in itself. So
Yeah, and it always feels good to be early on someone. Like seeing them in NXT when they trying to just finding their footing, and then seeing them 3-4 years down the line and they're a world champion. And it's like, yo, y'all wasn't watching when he was wrestling in front of 300 people in a Full Sail University or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? It feels good. It feels good. So I feel you, Obi, on the NXT thing, but you know.
I think they're moving to Vegas, right?
I saw that, but I don't know if it's confirmed yet. But that's the word on the street. They might be moving to Vegas. I don't know, dog. Moving them young boys down to Vegas. Yeah, that's dangerous. Well, we know what Vegas is, bro. Anytime I go to Vegas, all I see is sparkly outfits and crap.
Yeah, I just mean like on the WCW of it, right? You put it in a central place. You know you're going to have a crowd. You know what kind of crowd it's going to be. So now you can, right? Because moving it around, you never really know. But if you're in Vegas, you know it's a multicultural, just I'm here for the show.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. So you can try different things. But it's hard to root for somebody when you know they don't even want to be there.
Yeah.
Like, what does it matter?
You feel me?
They don't want to be there, bro. Like, they have to be. You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
Like,
I guarantee you
probably like, damn.
Bro, there is nobody on that NXT roster that wants to be in NXT. I guarantee everybody wants to be on that main roster, except for maybe the TNA guys, because the TNA guys are just happy to be here at this point.
Joe Henry.
They just happy to be being watched by a new audience, because they, you know, over there on TNA, we want to talk about inconsequential. They in TNA, bro. Respect the TNA, but I mean, you know, you gotta tell the truth.
It's bad when your analogy is just the thing again. He said. The
thing about TNA is they TNA.
That's wild.
But shout out to Joe Hendry, man. Joe Hendry had a pretty solid match with Ethan Page in that main event. Joe Hendry can wrestle, man. Can we be honest about Joe Hendry? I feel like the internet turned on this guy. They act like he's trash now and he can't wrestle. Joe Hendry is not that bad. Y'all only don't like him because he got motion out here. Joe Hendry got motion in these streets, and y'all mad that your favorite wrestler ain't got the motion that he got. That's why
every time they get motion, man, they get salty. I never understood that.
Bro, every time. It's gonna happen to us. Watch, I'm predicting it right now. When wrestling with the homies is really out here doing their thing, a lot of people that be reposting us and following us on Instagram, like other podcasts, I'm not gonna say no names, showing us love right now. Once we got that motion for real, you gonna start to see it change up a little bit. I guarantee you.
Nah, man. We're gonna be the inclusive people. We're gonna say, everybody, come on, bro. We're gonna bring it.
Right.
Come on the show. We every day with it. Come on the show whenever you
Unless I start some beef on accident, you know what I'm saying? My mouth be getting me in trouble sometimes. I be saying some things.
Then there's that. Wesley had a banger with Zachary. That was pretty dope.
Yeah,
but, Wesley always put on bangers.
Bro, can we get Wesley to the main roster? Can we get him
down there, man?
He been in NXT since I was 12 years old, bro. And that's obviously that's a joke. He only been in NXT for like 4-5 years, but it feel like a long ass time, man. Get Wesley to the main roster.
Yeah,
he built like the homie Randy. Have you noticed that, bro? Wesley, he kind of built like the homie Randy, like the same, like the muscle build. He got the same tattoo of the chain, like bro. That's basically wild. Randy, dog. Shout out to the homie Randy, man. But yeah, man, NXT, it was cool. It was cool. I kind of paid attention to TNA a little bit. I saw Nick Nemeth had a 60-minute Iron Man match. I wasn't about to watch Nick Nemeth wrestle for 60 minutes. But shout out to him, though. And JBL is popping up everywhere. I don't know if people have been paying attention to that, but JBL is everywhere right now. So it's crazy. Man. It's crazy. But anyway, man, you ready to get into some Monday Night Raw?
Let go. Ole do it.
Ole do it. So you don't know what I got to do before we get anywhere further in this Monday Night Raw episode. I got to do my hashtag, talk some Raw. So can I get into that? Can I go Raw? You ready to go Raw?
Whoa.
Raw. I don't know why I keep doing that, man. I'm sorry.
Bro, think he Vince.
Monday Night Raw. All right, let's get to it. So let's hashtag talk some Raw. Live from Ball Arena. Pause. It's Monday Night Raw. Mommy wanted the women's title and Dirty Dom needed an ice pack for that eye. My boy showed up looking like Cameron after True Life ran down on him in Harlem. He got his shit rocked mine like Hakeem rocked mine. Liv snuck Rhea and ran off with Dom, and they in love like the 14th of February. Killer. Chad Gable slapped up his homies. He tired of losing, I guess. And I mean, he been losing consistently for 10 years. So it's a little late for that, buddy. They wrestled another team that always loses, and they won. They beat the other team that always loses. Moral victories, I guess. Uncle Howdy didn't like that. Punk wanted smoke with Gunther, but like Marcus Peters, Hoodie McIntyre ran down on Punk and said, I don't think we done yet. He beat that boy out of his Jordan 1 mids and made him swallow some beads. Pause again. Next up was three-way number 1. Ilya finally picked up a W after a weak looking back elbow that Joe Tessitore didn't sell at all. My man's had less enthusiasm than the basketball commentary on Killer season. Killer. We then had a three-way match again. Are we sure Tony Khan didn't book this show? This shit feeling like an episode of Collision with all these three-ways. This show had more three-ways than Will and Jada's open marriage. Braun took this one. And then in our main event, Jey Uso continued his side mission with a pointless tag match. And at this point, it's not even funny, bro. He just out here doing anything. Jey Uso is basically Jazz from Fresh Prince. His character only exists to dap up the main characters and flirt with the hoes. My boy is an NPC at this point. I know Rikishi is somewhere fuming. Very missable show this week. Maybe it was just me, but I don't know, man. I was tired. We was outside bowling. We got home late. I watched this show at 1 a.m., so maybe I'm bugging. Maybe y'all liked it, but for me, this was about 3 packs for Hunter. I've seen better.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
You hear me?
Yo, bro, this Talk Some Raw segment is just becoming me nuts. Trying to get canceled every week.
It's nuts. But I love it.
Like Cameron, hey, True Life, like Cam ain't gonna like that. If we do it,
bro. True Life had all them chains like Kenny Omega had them 4 belts on that pick.
Bro, True Life was collecting them chains like Jagging Balls, bro. He had JR Riders on this side. He had Hell Rose chain on this side. He had Cameron's chain in the middle. I'm like, damn, Jay-Z sent True Life to terrorize the homie Killer.
What a time, man. What a time. But yeah, I agree with you, Qwan, man. This Raw, 3 packs, man. 3 packs.
Big 3 packs.
He ain't lying, man. They got Jay running around just chasing these girls. Braun had to press him about it too. Like, bro, you just want some sloppy seconds, man.
Yeah, like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? We gonna see him on TikTok in a minute, just doing those little, the NPC challenge when they just be like, very good, very nice, yum. Ice cream, yum. That's gonna be Jey Uso at this point. He an NPC. Man. He a non-playable character. He's the player on the game that you just go to when he got the same dialogue every time you hit X on the control, bro.
It's like we know what you're about to do, bro. Like we get it. What do you think about the new commentator Joe Tessitore?
Joe Tessitore? Something like that. I ain't like it. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, like so it had a very real life sports feel to it, so that was cool. But he ain't had no enthusiasm in none of his words, bro. It was a moment when Drew McIntyre popped up with a hoodie on and just destroyed CM Punk, and all my man said is, "It's Drew McIntyre in a hoodie." I'm like, bro. Yeah, Michael Cole would have sold that, bro. Michael Cole would have been like, "Who is? It's Drew McIntyre. Nah, it's Drew McIntyre in a hoodie." I'm like, man, he's sounding like Excalibur from AEW.
He was definitely botching, man. But I mean, it's his first day on the job. He gotta soak it in. He probably was nervous. Right. He did botch one of Dragunov's moves. He didn't even say the torpedo,
finisher, right? Yeah. He was like a spinning back elbow. 1, 2, 3, and then he tried to get excited afterwards. It's like, bro, you already done messed that up.
Bro,
this ain't the Talk Some Raw segment. You can't go back and edit that, brother.
You lie, baby. You lie.
That's lie. You lied, brother. Yeah, he kind of messed that up. But bro, where's Odyssey Jones?
He was just our black wrestler in the week, and now he's.
Yo, Cooley, I think you might have cursed that man, bro.
Bro, we got to hit him up.
You might have cursed that man. It looked like Odyssey Jones got fired on his day off, like Craig, and Friday. Dang. They removed that boy. Hey, Dave Meltzer is reporting that something happened. We don't know what happened, but apparently something happened, and he's off that roster.
Wow,
they dropped the whole New Day story, and that's it. No more Odyssey Jones. Just like that.
That is nuts. So I guess New Day is not breaking up, and there's no turn. Damn, man. What could have he possibly done? Like, he was killing it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, was that a trial run? Do you think that Triple H was just giving him a trial run to see if he can make it? And then after a couple weeks he was like, nah, we good, and just dropped him? Or like, what was that?
I think Triple H just really don't like black people.
Oh, I'm kidding, y'all. And on that note, this is Wrestle with the Homies. We out of here. No, I'm just playing.
I'm kidding, y'all. I'm kidding. It's all jokes.
All jokes.
On a serious note, maybe he had like some backstage heat out of nowhere, or something happened behind the scenes and we just don't know yet. But it will come out eventually. And dang, man, that sucks. He was killing
That's
it.
Honestly why I don't want to jump out the window and defend him right now, because I don't want to be like, man, how y'all gonna fire my mans like that? You know, he just came, and then it turns out that he did some wild shit, and it's like, let me walk that back. I'm gonna just sit on it for now. But damn, fired on your day off.
If we gotta sacrifice Odyssey for Osmo, I mean, I'm good. Omos, I'm good. You know.
Oh yeah, we need Omos back on TV.
Bring Omos back on TV, man. We need him back.
Please. But let's get to the topic why we really here, bro. Sami goddamn Zayn called out Gunther, and it's looking like Sami Zayn is next in line for that world title. Do we really believe in Sami Zayn as a world champion? Because I ain't gonna lie to you. If you asked me this question 3 years ago when Sami Zayn was in Bloodline and he was doing the whole come up with Roman Reigns, I would have said yes, absolutely. Put the title on Seth Rogen. Let's get it. But right now, I ain't gonna lie to you. Sami Zayn ain't that hot to me, bro. He kind of boring. He kind of look boring. I'm over the red hair and the big beard. I don't really care for Sami Zayn. I can't see Sami Zayn beating Gunther for a second time. So, hell no. I definitely ain't trying to see Sami Zayn win that championship.
I'm trying to see Sami Zayn dye his hair white so he can be like, you know, a Game of Thrones character. Get a new gimmick, man.
What?
You know, he got the look, he got the hair, he got the look, man. Dye it white.
Dye his hair white?
Dye your hair white and become a Targaryen, bro. Do it.
Cooley out of his mind, bro. Cooley wants Sami Zayn to dye his hair white. You with it, E? Come on, bro.
Bro, he looks like
Damon. At this point, bring Game of Thrones into anything you can. It's a win. Right? Because let me tell you, you put that belt on Sami Zayn, we don't care about that belt anymore. Ever.
Oh, at all. At all, bro.
That's the end of that belt. That's the end of that belt, bro. Unless it's a new Sami Zayn that's serious and cares and is about to take over the WWE. That's not who he is right now.
But just to play devil's advocate, let's be honest, he kind of do deserve it, though. Like, it's not like I want to see it, but like he deserves something. Because Sami Zayn
deserves a ring. Don't nobody care about that.
Sami Zayn been holding WWE down for all these years, man. And he was the most popular act in the company at one point when he was doing the whole Bloodline thing. He never really got rewarded for it. We can kind of say that the Intercontinental title match at WrestleMania was his reward, but like, come on, man. That's the Intercontinental title.
I think his reward was being in the Bloodline, which was the hottest storyline in wrestling. So I think that was his reward. But
so we don't ever want to see Sami with that title?
Not really, man. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't even care about Gunther in the title.
Not as his current gimmick. Like it's just not a serious thing over there. Like, what do we, bro? If they take the belt from Gunther, I can get that because then that means they're gonna move him to the other side, right? Because Gunther has that. He could actually do a Cody Rhodes thing, right? Like be an adversary, and then I care about that. But I don't care about it if it's Sami Zayn, man.
I mean, look, I hear y'all, dog. I hear y'all because Sami Zayn is definitely boring at this point. But at the same time, I kind of feel like it would be cool to move the title around a little bit because we saw the world title sit on Seth for mad long. We saw the Universal title sit on Roman for mad long. So at this point, if Gunther has a couple-month reign and then he drops it to Sami and Sami has it for a few months and then he drops it to whoever else and they have it for a couple months, I feel like I would rock with that just because it's something new. It's something we haven't seen in a long time. So I wouldn't be mad at Sami getting that title, but I definitely ain't going to sit here and lie to you like I want to see that.
I'd rather see Jey Uso as a world champion than Sami Zayn. Like, I'd rather say
that like that's a bad thing. Like,
no, that's fair because I still wouldn't care about the belt, but at least it'd be fun.
Yeah, so who would y'all like to see with the title? Who would be a good champion for y'all? Bronson Reed?
For now?
Braun Breaker?
You know, I know what they're doing with Bronson right now. I know what they're doing. He's not really sick.
One of them could.
On my mama, he not sick. They just didn't want him to lose that match.
Being serious, man. That's the issue. It's just about not being serious. If they put a serious person with the belt, then it means something. But as long as it's fun time belt, then it's fun time belt. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true.
Because Seth
Rollins is dope. Like, don't get it twisted. Yeah. Seth Rollins is dope, but he's also a comical situation. right?
He out there laughing. And
it's not serious. Like it's fun time, man, and that's cool, and we should have that. Like that is fun, but something you can go too far. Sami Zayn, that's a little too far.
I mean, and like to E's point, bro, Sami Zayn is an actual stand-up comedian. This is not like I be saying it on my Talk Some Raw segments, like poking fun at him, but that's not just a joke. Sami Zayn is an actual stand-up comedian. He be doing stand-up shows and all that. So it's like, man, do we really want to see a stand-up comedian as the champion of your company? Oh, no, I don't know. But I definitely do think he deserves it. So if he does get it, I will support him. I will definitely support it. I won't turn my back on it. But it's not what I want to see, bro. It's not what I want to see.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Cooley, you got a weird thing with hair, man. Because you saying this man need to dye his hair white. You saying Ricochet need to wear a lace front. Like, what's going on with you, my brother?
They got to change it up. Like, I didn't care when Sami Zayn had short hair. I just didn't care about him. Like, it wasn't, nothing hit. Right. I come from the old school, back in the day, like the 90s when everybody had hair, they had the long hair and it just looked cool, And then when Edge cut his hair, he just like lost his powers. I'm like, bro, who is this guy?
I hate it when Edge cut his hair. I'm like, who is this white man on my TV?
Bro,
this ain't
Christian
Edge.
Cut his hair. I'm like, all right, bro, everybody just cutting their hair and looking like losers.
Right. But it's also kind of weird when people. It's kind of weird when people grow their hair too that you didn't see with hair before. Because like when AJ Styles first popped up in WWE with the long hair, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Where did this hair and this beard come from, bro? This ain't the AJ I saw in TNA.
Bro had a Jersey Shore haircut back in TNA days, bro.
Right, with no beard, and then he popped up in WWE with a big ass AJ tat on his red bones and long hair. I'm like, what? Yeah. But yeah, man, maybe Sami Zayn need to go to AEW because Sami Zayn as world champion in AEW, now that's a vibe that I can get with.
That's interesting.
Because you were saying that Kevin Owens is probably going to AEW because there ain't nothing left for him to do. So it's like,
yeah, he's definitely.
It's kind of the same thing with Sami Zayn. But at least Kevin Owens was world champion at one point. It might have been short lived, but at least he had that thing.
Yeah, that's facts.
It don't look like Sami gonna get it. We'll see. And then last thing I wanted to talk about from this show before we get into some games. It looks like CM Punk and Drew McIntyre is continuing. We thought it was over. We thought CM Punk was moving on to the world title, but nah, not yet. Drew McIntyre popped up with a hoodie. He beat that boy out of his shoes like Crazy Leg and Don't Be a Menace. And he said, we not done yet. The job's not finished. He beat the shit out of CM Punk and made him swallow his beaded bracelet, bro. Beat him up on a stretcher. He was bleeding on his way out the arena. Who needs to win match number 3? Because match number 3 is it. After match number 3, that's the end of the feud.
That's at Hell in a Cell, right? October 5th?
Not Hell in a Cell. Bad Blood. Bad Blood. They changed the name. It's Bad Blood now. They're doing it in Atlanta. They got Metro Boomin promoting it. Who needs this match, bro? I think Drew McIntyre needs to win this feud. I'm sorry, but CM Punk is such an over baby face that he can continue to win and be loved by the audience after losing this feud. But if Drew McIntyre loses this, it looks bad for him, bro.
Yeah, he's been taking L's like the whole little thing. So he needs his win for sure. It's just funny to me that these beads are like getting passed around like a title in '98. Like, bro, it's so important.
I told you.
What's the end game of this?
Because
he got the beads and then now Drew breaks them. Like, what's the end game? I don't know. I don't get it.
Hey, but like I said, I'm starting to see a different perspective on this because I was saying that, the world title should always be the most important thing on the show. But the fact that we actually are invested in shit like some goddamn beads from Etsy, it's a testament to how good the storytelling is in WWE right now. Because they feuding over a bracelet. Do we realize that? Do we realize how ridiculous that sounds? They are feuding over a bracelet that his wife made for him. Yeah. It's beads. She can make him another one, bro. Beads cost $2 on Amazon, bro. They are feuding over this, and it actually matters. We're actually invested in what happened to the bracelet. That's just a testament to how good the storytelling is in WWE. And at the end of the day, we got to remember, we take it serious sometimes, so we want the world titles to mean everything on the show. But at the end of the day, it is a television show. This is weekly television. It's not a real sport. So if we're invested, then does it really matter? It's entertainment. Like Boo Capone said. And shout out to Boo Capone. He got choked out. I saw that. Why is Wack 100 posting videos of Boo Capone getting choked out?
Oh, man. Shout out to the homie, man. You wild for this.
Boo Capone be drunk, man. I love Boo Capone. I know you got the plug on Boo, bro. Please get Boo on this podcast, man.
Yeah, man. He's like,
Boo Capone be drunk.
I thought about it, but does he like wrestling? If he likes wrestling, I'll consider it some more.
Yes, bro.
I got some good Boo Capone stories, man. So, like, you got to be careful, man. You got to be careful when you book Boo. I'm going to just keep it.
Wow, man.
He cool, bro. He cool, but you got to be careful.
Yo, Boo Capone actually did a wrestling theme at one point. He did Big Show's theme with him and Mac 10 and a couple other people. So Boo Capone definitely loved wrestling, but he is an insane person, bro. If we had Boo on this podcast, we probably wouldn't be able to get a word out because he just gonna ramble on and on for 2 hours.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a lot of bleeps, Whew. Boo's wild, man. Great
I mean, I did see that episode when Boo Capone, I think it was Billy's show when Boo Capone was talking about Tupac being a Crip or something like that. Tupac being no, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson. I know.
Well, Michael Jackson, yeah. He said Michael Jackson was a Crip. I was there. It was crazy. We had to stop. We stopped the tape in the middle of the film and was like, hold on, bro, you can't say that. He was like, nah, for real. And so then we said, okay. He's like, no, that really happened. We was like, all right, well, I'm going to keep filming then. Because he's like, Doc, I'm not going to talk about, I'm not going to say that in public. Right. He's like, nah, I stand next to us. So he's like, all right, well, cool.
That's hilarious.
Look, and you heard Teddy. Teddy was like,
bro, Teddy Ray was like, what is going on?
He's like, I don't think he had the time. I just don't know when he had the time. Is what he said.
Bro, he Teddy, said man. Michael Jackson was a Crip and he beat up Tupac. Like, what?
Yeah, I don't know what that was about, bro.
Yeah, we need Boo on this podcast. Fun times. We need Boo on this podcast for sure. And rest in peace, Teddy Ray, man. Rest in peace, Teddy Ray, for sure.
R.I.P. Teddy.
But I want to hear from the people at the Caribbean. What did y'all think of that episode of Raw? And do you buy Sami Zayn as a viable challenger for Gunther's world title? Because, I mean, Sami Zayn did beat Gunther at WrestleMania for that Intercontinental title. So maybe history is repeating itself. Try and you'll succeed. You're the best around. Nothing's going to ever keep you down. You're the best. I don't know what that was. It just, you know. But let us know in the comments how you feel. Please. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and tap that notification bell so you can stay updated when we go live, baby.
Yes, sir.
Let's get into some fun and games. E, what you got for us, brother? Oh, and by the way, Cooley, I got some comments, man. They was on your head about that Ronda Rousey take on TikTok. They mad at you right now, bro.
Hey. It is what it is.
I know Cooley don't be reading them comments, but I'll be reading them. They mad at you, bro. Yeah, they mad at you. We gonna get into it. We gonna get into it.
It's cool.
They taking Ronda Rousey's side. But what's up with them games, man? What we got?
All right.
It is what it is.
Today we are playing Fantasy Feud Frenzy. So I am going to give you 2 wrestlers. I'm going to tell you what their feud is, and you have to come up with where does this end.
Ooh.
All right. So I'll give you an example.
I got a wild imagination, bro.
Yeah. Light. So Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So they've been allies for a long time. They recently let's just say they recently become tag team champions. However, after a major loss, maybe after a PLE, Kevin Owens begins to be frustrated, as tag teams do, feeling like Sami Zayn is responsible for their defeat.
Okay.
So, during their next match, Kevin Owens snaps and attacks Sami Zayn, blaming him for the team's failures. How do we make that work?
That's going to be tough.
End? Let's just say that happened at Survivor Series. What happens next?
Oh, that's going to be tough
because y'all know. See, now we're getting into it. Now we're going to see who really can book.
That's gonna be tough because we done seen that 1,000 times. They love having Kevin Owens turn on Sami Zayn, but look, this time I would do a plot twist.
Don't stop there.
This time I would do a plot twist.
That was example.
That was example.
Oh, I was about to get into it. All right.
Don't worry about that. We back here. We back.
All
right. So where we gonna start? We're gonna start with the ladies. We're gonna start with the ladies. We're gonna go Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley.
Oh, I know where I'm going.
Becky
where I'm going.
Hey, let's just go. Becky Lynch is the face. She's the man, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Rhea Ripley is Rhea Ripley. She's been dominating. She's been killing. Mm-hmm. All right. Doing a special crossover episode where Raw and SmackDown champions face off. Okay. Becky and Rhea are booked in a match that ends in a controversial double countout. After the match, Becky extends her hand out of show of respect. But guess what Rhea does? She refuses. Instead, she hits Becky with a riptide, declaring the man is the past, while she is the present. The rivalry intensifies. Rhea continues to belittle Becky, claiming that Becky's the best her best days are behind her. Becky fires off, proves she's still the man, showing up at Rhea's matches in the background, doing the old Sting thing, doing the old DDP thing, looking at from the rafters, I got you. What happens next? That happened at Survivor Series. Go.
All right, so this is what happens next, bro. Let me paint this picture for you, right? So Becky is now upset. She's super upset about Rhea and what she's doing. So she's like, how can I really get at Rhea in a real way, right? So one day on Raw, the camera is following Rhea Ripley in the back because she's looking for something, but we don't know what Rhea Ripley's looking for. So she goes to her dressing room and she puts her ear to the door and she hears strange noises. She slowly opens that door and Becky is in there with Buddy Murphy just getting it in, doing her thing with Rhea Ripley's husband, Buddy Murphy. And then Rhea's like, all right, you want to get with my mans? Watch this. So she goes to Seth Rollins' locker room and she's like, yo, Seth, what's good, boo? And now we got a mixed tag team match at WrestleMania. Rhea Ripley and Seth Rollins versus Becky Lynch and Buddy Murphy. Let's get it. They are lost for words. I told you I'm a sick man, bro. Crazy. I told you I'm a sick man. Don't ever ask me the fantasy book because you know I'm going to go crazy. I think they knew I was a menace.
Bro, that's crazy. So
book that, Cooley. Book that.
This is after Survivor Series.
Mm-hmm.
So the man, Becky Lynch, continues to follow Rhea every episode, and she's taking L by L. She's the new LA Knight. WrestleMania gets here. This is the last chance, man. Career or legacy?
Ooh.
Guess who loses?
Don't say Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley loses.
Wow.
And she has to leave WWE, and she ends up signing with AEW, and her and Buddy Murphy has their own tag team.
Wow.
Rhea's gone, man. She got to find her way back to WWE somehow.
Damn, man. Wait, this actually sounds like something that can really happen. If it's not let's say it's not AEW, right? Let's say she gets fired or she has to leave WWE, so she goes to TNA. Because we know WWE and TNA got that working relationship. So now they pass it off like Rhea Ripley's not in WWE anymore and she's working to get back there. And then, yo, you on to something.
She gotta work.
You on to
maybe Buddy Murphy goes to TNA and then they gotta they together, but they gotta come back. They gotta come back, That'd be fire.
You on to something. Meanwhile, I'm over here just trying to see some Jerry Springer shit.
Vince Russo.
Qwan Russo. Hey, let's get it. What else you got for us, bro? That's it? That's the only one?
Y'all was rolling, so I was like, hey, they in it now. So
fantasy booking, man. Gotta love it.
I was in my zone, baby.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do this too much. We don't want to get too nerded out. But all right.
Right.
So, Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. Now, the reason I picked this one is because I find the Seth Rollins situation, I feel like he's putting himself in it's going to be interesting to see what they do with him. All right. So let's take it from where it is, right? All right. Let's just assume Roman Reigns comes back. He's back. They do all of that. He's the tribal chief again, and we got to see what's next. Seth Rollins has decided he's had enough. It's enough of this. I'm off the games. I'm going to still be fly. I'm still dressed weird, but it's going to have a serious undertone now. Now he has lightning with the OOs, right? All right. So, tribal chief Roman Reigns is out doing his thing. Seth Rollins comes out, starts to mock Roman Reigns. He reminds Roman Reigns that he's never beaten him clean, ever. Now, that's not the biggest stat because, Roman, he don't really beat too many people clean. That ain't really his thing. But
right.
That ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Right.
Ain't got nothing to do with nothing. That's not really his thing. But when it's reminded, it's offensive. It's offensive. Roman Reigns ignores him, doesn't really matter, because he's Seth Rollins, whatever. So after a few weeks, Rollins continues to play mind games with Roman, costing him a few matches by distraction or interference without directly confronting him. WWE style. Mm-hmm. Roman, in response, orders the Usos, Solo, Tonga, all of them, the ones you like and the ones you don't like, to target Rollins. Rollins can't catch a break. They catching Rollins in Burger Kings and Subways. They doing all
That's a good ass storyline. Hold on, bro.
They catching them now. Now they infiltrating his real life. He dropping his kids off at school. He getting Jey Uso coming out with the yeets. The kids love it. They hating Rollins at his own child's school and everything.
All
right. So the matchup is set. Rollins finally gets under Roman's skin by attacking the Bloodline during a PLE and costing Roman Reigns the title. What happens next?
Oh, okay. I got this one. This is a wobbler. This is a wobbler. Okay, so check this out.
Who did he lose the title to, though?
He loses the title to CM Punk.
Okay.
Ooh. Yo, first off, I don't know where this storyline came from. This shit sound hot. That would be the hottest storyline in wrestling if that actually happened.
I'm a storyteller out here, bro.
I got one.
That would be fire. Okay, so let's check this out. Imagine this, right? So after he cost Roman Reigns the title, now the match is set for WrestleMania. Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. But this time, it's not for a title or anything because Roman lost that title. It's for the Ula Fala. That's right. The red necklace. It's for the red necklace. And Seth Rollins wins. So now, Seth Rollins, the white man, is the tribal chief, which means Seth Rollins is the head of the bloodline. So now we got an outsider in the family leading the charge. But how about this? What if Seth Rollins is a great leader? What if Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso and Tonga Loa and Solo and all? What if now they might have been on the fence, but now they actually love what Seth Rollins is doing? They love what Seth Rollins is doing so much that they turn on Roman Reigns. So now, not only does Seth have the bloodline, but he also has Roman Reigns' family. They love him now. So now Roman Reigns has to go back to the drawing board, right? He got to go get Tamiko Fatu and Zilla Fatu and Hikuleo and all these wild bloodline members that aren't in WWE. And then he returns with his new bloodline to face Seth Rollins' bloodline. That's a story right there. That would be hot. That would be hot.
Infiltration, if that,
All right, that's a Black Panther.
Okay, I got a crazy one. Roman loses his title.
Yes, sir.
The Rock comes back and slap Roman Reigns and say, "You need to get your title back, or you out of here, or you're gone. You out of this business because I run this shit." Right? Rock leaves. So on the road of Roman getting his title back, he faces Seth Rollins, and he said, "If you lose, you're gonna be my slave. You gotta be my slave. You gotta be my shield." So WrestleMania comes. Seth Rollins loses, and now he is the shield for the bloodline. So now Roman has two shields. Technically, he has double protection, and Jon Moxley returns, aka Dean Ambrose returns at WrestleMania. All right,
now we talking.
And now it's Dean and Seth, and they're the shield. So now it's the shield, and it's the bloodline, and it's Roman Reigns. SummerSlam comes. Roman gets his title back from CM Punk, and the new shield and the bloodline all raising their ones.
Not them all
Roman
coming
Reigns
together.
Roman Reigns, man, he's protected like the president, baby.
Hey, that would be nuts, though. That would be
nuts. President, baby. That'd be crazy.
I would love to see the Shield all back together again. That would be.
I just miss Dean Ambrose, bro.
All right, I don't know who Jon Moxley is. Jon Moxley, we don't know you, brother. We don't. What did the homie Jasmine Madison call him? Lil Mabu? He said you was Lil Mabu, bro.
Lil Mabu.
Ian.
Who? Wait.
I do like the idea of Seth leading the bloodline, though. That's funny.
That would be kind of cool, bro.
That would be, that would be. Because actually, I never even really thought about that in wrestling in a real way. Like, it's like the bloodline is their thing. But, yeah, like what? I don't even know what I'd feel like if they had a person not in the bloodline that's in charge of the bloodline because they beat the dude. You know what I mean? It's like, whoa, can you do that?
I would like that person, if that was to happen, but if that was to happen, I would like that person to be Sami Zayn, because now we talking. Because when Sami Zayn was a member of the bloodline originally, Roman Reigns' whole gripe with Sami Zayn was that he's manipulating us. He's not who y'all think he is, so I'm going to bully him. What if Roman Reigns was right all along and Sami Zayn was really just trying to manipulate his way into that group and take it from underneath Roman Reigns? So now the manipulative Syrian man is the leader of the bloodline. That would be a crazy dynamic.
Sheesh. Well, if that happens, y'all heard it here first, bro. Y'all know you know what we doing.
Let me write WWE.
We in it over here.
That's like
Triple
Brad
H,
Pitt leading
hire
Black
me,
Panthers, bro. Triple H, hire.
That was fun, man. We was nerding out for a second,
that
man.
was dope.
Getting our fantasy book, you know. I had to book a wrestling match on the fly, but I feel like I did it. You know, we had dope, love triangles and love making backstage. Felt like Heidenreich and Michael Cole in the locker room. You feel me?
I like that segment too. You know what I would like? I would like people to call in with that. Like whatever. Like
right.
We set up a scenario. You call in, tell us your thing. We hang up and then tell you how bad I did.
Facts. Let us know y'all fantasy booking. I want to hear y'all book WWE so I can judge it. Because I'm a harsh judge, bro. I'm a harsh judge. I'm going to let y'all know. I might have to do some raw on y'all fantasy booking. That's a lot. Right, that'd be crazy.
That's like
people.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. But let us know in the comments, yo. How would y'all book that Roman Reigns scenario? Because that was a wobbler. That was a pretty good. I don't know where E came up with that at, but you know that sounded hot. That would have been one of the hottest wrestling storylines out. You know what I'm saying? Good job, bro. Good job. Cooley, you want to get into some comments before we get out of here?
I got
some fan chatter because we had 40.
Today I got time.
Today I got time, cuz. Rest in peace. He died recently.
Yeah, I heard like a couple years ago.
That's sad. So Cooley, that was on your head about your Ronda Rousey take where you kind of blacked out. I'm not gonna lie.
Here's what it is.
You kind of blacked out for real, man. That man said she ain't finished the job in UFC, couldn't finish the job in WWE, so she ran. She ran from Holly Holm. She ran from Amanda Nunes. I'm like, damn, dog. Relax. So our boy, you're an idiot. So our boy Roy Bledsoe says, we say that without Ronda. Oh, I'm sorry. We say that, but without Ronda, do the women have the main event at Mania, and do they have their own pay-per-view? People can say what they want, but without her star power, they don't have it. What would you like to say to that, brother?
She's not even part of the Four Horsemen. What do you mean without... Bro, the women was doing a thing before she got into the league, bro. What are you talking about, bro? We have Charlotte, Bianca, Becky. Like,
right, he talking about Ronda Rousey like she Caitlin Clark, bro. Like she just started the league. Like
talking about,
man,
bro.
Like the girls was doing a thing. And look, granted, I will say this, and shout out to you for leaving that comment. Ronda and her star power did play a part in the women getting that main event that first year, just because she was a part of the match and she was the most famous woman there. But let's be honest, the women's revolution started way before Rhea Ripley. They were already on that trajectory to headline in WrestleMania, so it was gonna happen. Would it have happened that year? I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Probably not. But it was gonna happen. WWE had Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks under contract, bro. It was gonna happen. Like, let's just be honest. It was gonna happen. So appreciate you for that comment, but I can't say we got to give Ronda Rousey all that. That's a lot.
Yeah,
and that's all I have for you, man. It was a lot of other comments, but they was kind of going crazy, and we had 48 minutes, so we got things to do. I'm tired. I'm trying to play Wukong. I finally got an off day. Y'all got me in here yelling about wrestling at 8 a.m. We was outside, man. Bro.
I'm trying to play Spider-Man 2. You know what I'm saying?
What's up with you finally finishing Spider-Man 2, dog?
I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. It's because I stopped for like a couple months because it was boring to me. I was like, bro. Yeah. And I beat everything else. I'm like, let me spin the block, whatever. But,
right.
It's cool. I like playing as Venom. Low key. It's kind of fire.
Yeah, like his little symbiote suit or whatever with a lot of stuff coming. Yeah, yes. It's kind of dope. Yeah. But I didn't like that Venom was Harry on the game. That was kind of weird. Like, well, Harry ain't never been Venom, bro. That's like the Hobgoblin or the Green Goblin. Why is he Venom all of a sudden?
Did y'all watch Across the Spider-Verse?
I haven't seen the second one, but I hear it's dope.
What?
It is. Let's talk about. I mean, I'd love to talk about that, but that's a whole separate podcast. I mean, it was dope. Don't get it twisted.
Part one was better,
but they could have just started the movie at the last 30 minutes. But that's neither here nor there.
You're not the first person I heard say that.
That's facts.